Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. In this episode, we are going to be shooting for an orbit of the moon. Not to land on the moon quite yet, but to get an orbit around it and return back to Kerbal all in one piece. So in order to do that, we're going to need a couple things here. I'm going to go ahead and ditch that rocket, and I'm going to keep all of this together. I don't need that right there, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these fuel tanks and we're gonna put a little tiny engine on it like so, and we're going to throw our decoupler on right there. The reason for that is because we're gonna put some landing legs on here just like so. May as well throw some more batteries on there just in case something horrible goes wrong. And the purpose for all of this is to, on the return flight back to Kerbal, we want to land this, right? Because we want to keep whatever's in this science module intact. That way we get the science for it. So in order to do that, we made a very basic lander to facilitate that purpose. Now on this end here, what we're gonna want is I want one of those equipped with one of these engines here, and we're gonna throw another decoupler on it, and then the tri-stack. This is gonna be a pretty big rocket. We were able to complete our mission last episode with a couple with just only a couple problems with it, right? That whole EVA snafu. But we were able to do it. And what I want here is I'm going to take let's take the T-30s. They're a little bit more powerful, a little bit less efficient, but all the same. Let's go ahead and take those. How many? Did I like one? Okay, just one. And then aside from this, we're going to take some radial decouplers, some right there, and then some right here. Sounds good. And we are going to equip ourselves with the Rockomax solid fuel boosters, like so, and like so. Go ahead and throw some nose cones on them, and we need to just strut everything up, and we'll be ready to we'll be ready to give this mission a shot. I don't know how well it's gonna work, if it's going to work. We certainly have more power than we did last time around. Well, with increasing the amount of engines and fuel that we have. Our rocket, however, is very long, it's gonna be very susceptible to tipping over. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. We're gonna say it's going to be the Moon Orbiter Mark 1, and we'll see you on the launch pad. So just like with every flight we do here, we want to make sure our staging is correct. So we have our fuel boosters as well as the lander, the what are these called? The stability enhancers, I guess you could say. Our second stage, we want to release all of the fuel boosters and at the same time engage our 3 thrusters down here. When we're done with that, that will decouple, and it will enable that thruster, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off here. Orbit the moon in 3, 2, 1. So it's a little bit of a slow trek upwards so far. We do have a very top heavy rocket. It may or may not work out very well for us. These solid fuel boosters should get us up hopefully to 6,000 to 7,000 meters, and then we'll use our 3 thrusters we have inside here to get us into orbit and then to the moon. As long as we can get on a trajectory towards the moon with the main thrusters at the bottom here, we should be okay with the mission overall. So we'll go ahead and throttle up in preparation for this. So we got to about 6.5. Oh! And it all goes wrong. Oh man. Well, we're here. We may as well observe the materials bay. Do a crew report. Get some mystery goo going. We might even be able to salvage some good science out of this. So let's go ahead and throttle all the way down. Actually, you know what? Let's kill that. And let's take it. We're right over land, so we're doing pretty good. We're gonna hit G to extend our landing gears here. And we should be able to just fall right back on down to a pretty stable, safe landing. And then we'll give it another shot here. So in Kerbal, things don't always go according to plan. So we're passing all of our fuel tanks and everything up there. We're gonna go ahead and deploy our parachute. And I'm just using this thruster to slow down. Whoa. Okay. Okay. One more? Nope. Okay. Let's just go ahead and cut the engine. And this should take us down relatively safely. We do have 1 parachute. We probably should have more than 1 for the weight of this. But as we get closer here, we'll go ahead and just kick our thruster on for just a brief moment to slow us down even a little bit further, just to make sure we have a good landing here. And we're good. So, didn't make it to the moon. But let's go ahead and recover the vessel. We should still get some science out of it. So we earned almost 30 science. That's not too bad, really. We got some good funding back. And Jebediah lives to fly again. Let's go ahead and hit our Research and Development Center while we're here, just because we do have enough science to unlock something else here. And this is the question: what do we get here? I don't want aerodynamics quite yet. That's for space planes and all that. What I do want, what is this? Mobile processing limit developed to help increase the amount of science. Oh, that's pretty cool. I also get a thermometer. Micro landing strut. I don't think we really need any of these quite yet. And really heavy rocketry is going to be the best option for us, because that's going to give us the SRBs, which are quite a bit better than what we have equipped on our rocket right now. So let's go ahead and actually just take all of those off, and we're going to replace them with those SRBs that we just unlocked, just because they are so much better. Do. And like always, we're going to make sure to strut everything together. Okay. It's not showing up right now. Let's see if will that work? Okay, great. And we'll do a couple more on these guys here. Oh, that one didn't take. Oh, no. I just want this strut. Thank you. Like so. And that should do it. Let's go ahead and throw some nose cones on them. And these should take us up much higher than our previous attempt there. One last little part. We're gonna throw some of these guys on, just to make sure we don't fall over on the launch pad. Moon Orbiter Mark II. Let's orbit the moon. Alright, so here we are, back on the launch pad. A little bit of clipping. Shouldn't kill us. We'll find out soon. Orbit the moon in 3, 2, 1. Alright, pretty clean launch. And these boosters that we have equipped right now have quite a bit more fuel in them, so they should take us up even higher than the previous solid boosters we had did. Now in terms of safely ejecting these, we might run into some issues here. I'm kind of noticing that the way that these the decouplers are set up, they might actually be colliding with one another when they're really close to the ship. So once we get up here, these might actually take us up to our gravity turn. It's very likely. So at about 9.5 we'll start turning. Oh, that came quick. So we'll start trying to turn this beast over. It's not entirely wanting to. Alright, let's see if we can't get this. Okay, get away from my life. Get away. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know, we tried. Let's decouple this and see if we can't salvage anything out of this mission here. Alrighty. So let's see where we're at here. 34. Now, if we can get an orbit, we might still be able to pull this off. It's very, very unlikely, but it's possible. The reason that happened, by the way, is because I did not strut those 3 engines together. That's our issue. It's not the decouplers. It's not strutting those center 3 engines together. So far, so good. Probably throttle down a bit now because we're not really going through any atmosphere. About 70, 75. So we'll go ahead and cut our engines there, and we'll make a marker to see what kind of orbit we can pull off here. Not too bad. It's a pretty long estimated burn. So at about 16, 17 seconds, we're just gonna tilt right on over here. It's our last engine here. It's a very, very efficient engine. And now that we're actually in space, this might give us enough oomph to, it might take us to the moon. It might. It's very unlikely. We've already passed our apoapsis. So the chances of this actually working out are getting pretty slim here. Man, if we strut those center engines together, we're definitely gonna make it. It's not even gonna be an issue at all. And as long as we can get, if we can get a periapsis here, ooh, it's not good. All right, let's go ahead and delete this marker. Where are we at? Periapsis 76, apoapsis 110. So we're actually in a good orbit right now. So let's see, we're going around this way. It's gonna give us a pretty long burn. Sounds better. We can try this. We can try it. Node in 29. What's our fuel looking like? Ugh. We do not have very much fuel though. So at about 30 seconds, yeah, so when we're about 30 seconds away, we're gonna start our burn. We're coming up on that right now, so we're gonna go ahead and slow it down. Make sure to get in position here. And we'll go ahead and start that burn right now. Yeah, God, it's gonna take so much to get over there. I don't know if this little engine has it in it or not. Oh, maybe. We're only at half. Let me try to throttle it down a bit. It's possible. I don't think it's very likely, but it's possible. Alright, so we're coming up on our marker right now, which means that we're going to go ahead and throttle it back down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we have a moon encounter. That's fine. Let's go and get rid of this. Our fuel's pretty short right now. Let's go ahead and warp on in here. Oh, we missed it. Oh, that is sad. Well, let's see if we can't get anything while we're out here. We're pretty far above Kerbal. So, okay, we can still get 25 science. Let's take a crew report. That's 5 more. Mystery goo. 10 more. And then we'll, oh gosh, we'll do an EVA. Alright. Nice and easy. Oh, you are floating away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you turning around, bro? Grab. Board. Okay, great. So we have an EVA. We did all of our science and whatnot. So we're still gonna get a fair amount of science out of this. Let's go ahead and get to our marker. Woo! And all we need to do here is just burn towards our periapsis, and that's going to take us back down towards Kerbal. And there we are. So we can go ahead and speed time back up on our way back to Kerbal here. Whoa, let's slow down a little bit. And what we don't want is to land in the water. But I don't think we're gonna be able to to really have a say in that necessarily. Not at this point. So let's go ahead and get through the atmosphere here. That's gonna slow us down significantly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, we're good. Kind of make a last ditch effort here to see if we can't oh, we want to go that way. No, not even close. All right, well, let's see if we can't do this. We'll go and deploy our parachute as always, and as we come closer down here, that's going to fully deploy, so we'll probably slow it back on down right there. And that should take us down the rest of the way. So we'll see. Nope. Nothing survives. Well, let's go and recover the vessel. We still got 25 science, not too bad. We're gonna recover a bunch of our funds there. Jebediah still lives to see another day. I don't think we can afford... Well, we can afford some drone stuff. There's not a whole lot in here that we really need, though. So I'm wondering if do we buy this or do we keep saving, right? Because these guys over here, the mainsail is a fantastic engine. And all of these are pretty good too. I think we wait. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. We didn't quite make it to the moon. We got kinda close. But we know what we did wrong. We need to put some struts on those rockets in the center. And we are sure to hit it next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.